On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense ready for their first drive, led by Mac Jones, the Heisman Trophy finalist and 15th overall selection this spring from Alabama.
He's the latest in a line of Alabama quarterbacks that are potential NFL starters. Sat behind Tua Tagovailoa patiently, waiting his turn, and in 1 year as a starter, exploded on the scene. 41 touchdown passes to just 4 interceptions, 77% completion percentage. He had it going. Alabama won a national title, and now here he is getting his shot in the NFL.
Now Jones. And his first look is incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Now it's Crowder. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the second overall pick, Zach Wilson out of BYU.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. The first carry for Josh Adams, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. This defense for the Pats, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Charles, we'll take a look there at the draft class for the New York Jets. Robert Saleh, the new head coach. He's got his quarterback as they took Zach Wilson, number 2, and moved Sam Darnold down to Carolina.
And we might end up saying that Elijah Moore out of Ole Miss, taken at number 34, could go down as one of the steals in the draft. The wide receiver was drawing rave reviews as far back as the OTAs. And one other one that we should note, how about how they manipulated the draft? Traded at number 14 to take the guard Elijah Vera Tucker out of USC to protect Zach Wilson.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Going for it, it's Carter. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. These two teams, Charles, the Jets and the Patriots, great rivals in the AFCs going back to the beginning of the Super Bowl era. Been a long time. Now, of course, in the recent memory, the Patriots, they have dominated, and that's capital D dominated. But, you know, change comes eventually, and the Jets, they've got a new coach, new quarterback. And this rivalry, you feel like it could get very interesting again in a hurry.
Absolutely, because as we learned in 2020, it's no longer Tom Brady is guaranteed to win the division because he's no longer there. And we saw Buffalo take command in 2020. So this division more open than it's been for the last 20 years or so.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. A handoff for Carter. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Let's see what you got. Right there, 54, right there.
They'll run with Carter. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the 2nd pick of the 4th round out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. The numbers on the ground for Carter a week ago. He was able to topple the 200-yard mark and a rushing touchdown for good measure.
And what I found surprising, all those yards he accumulated, only found the end zone one
just
time.
once.
That doesn't even seem fair, does it?
But still, the 200-yard mark, something he can always carry in his back pocket. Second down and 3. Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, here's Carter. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The numbers for White a week ago, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 2nd down, they go back to White again. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. He's got his man. It's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely, because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The completion there by Mac Jones. And Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this young rookie from Alabama?
Well, as usual with a rookie, pass rush is big. Put some pressure on him and see if he can handle things in the pocket. But the other one is your defensive backs, linebackers who are covering people, they need to be on the
touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Michael Carter and the Jets offense ready to get back to work. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complementary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On second down, a run with Carter. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
There we go. After reviewing the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll run on 1st down. Carter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, Carter. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's go, D. Big serious right here. We got to step it up.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. I do believe, yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, Trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
53, check 53.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Squeeze, double.
On first down, Carter. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. Here's a give to Carter. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Carter. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
I know you feel
it. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Wilson on the keeper. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Let's go, fellas.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. The Pats at the line ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On the handoff, this is White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then, because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside, as he did there.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
The frustration evident there, because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
What you talking about, ref?
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Now Jones on 1st down. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And Jacoby Myers made the team as an undrafted free agent. He's one of the few holdovers from last year, and he was the most productive. Led the team with 59 catches. Wants to add a few more to his career total as this game moves on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Again, this is White. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the...
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, every day, any day. 25, check 25, check 25.
Now Wilson. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down. It's Carter, and he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carter, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Mike, 53.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Jets on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Exit.
Right there, 54.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Carter. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, here is Crowder. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Carter. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. Wilson. Flush to his right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it was Zach Wilson who took it in himself on the touchdown run to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes,
But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to look downfield for Henry. He's got a man, complete. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. And we see his collection of highlights. He's always so tough to cover.
He really is, and there are plenty of reasons why. Runs great routes, has an understanding of what defenses want to do against him, and really has a great determination to go up and get the football. He decides it's his and no one else's.
And he's decided that a lot so far in this game. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Jones. He'll drop it underneath to White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jones throw there complete to Myers. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.